trust God, you will be blessed and you will comprehend. I'm supposed to speak on building effective financial life, the importance of social media, and you say your breakthrough, break forth in ministry. Then we're supposed to join together and pray for the ministers. Like Apostle Isaac said, sometimes when I listen to Paul Eneche, he will always say that he's just starting. Do you realize that? When you hear men like Kumuyi and the rest, they don't want to rest. If those men do not look at what they do as success, then I think one of the greatest enemy of greatness is still success. Is that true? So oftentimes it amazes me to see the little thing that we are able to do. People look at it as a standard, and oftentimes people fight themselves, kind of fight you, and you are like, we have not even started. And yet you put a lot of pressure on the workers, and you are like, we are not doing anything, and it's what people celebrate. It looks how much myopic those people are. I get what I'm saying. So you must always be able to realize that oftentimes always look at the former success as a foundation. Is that okay? Knowing fully well that there is more that you can always do. Right. And let me be sincere to you. You may not be able to finish 100% of what you are supposed to do on the earth. You may just be able to do, maybe if you try, you may hardly even reach 50%. It's so much. You understand? So, and one of the things that will make you happy is that nobody can finish the work of God. It means everybody will be relevant. Is that true? As I said yesterday, no matter how anointed you are, there is an audience you may never be able to reach. There lies the relevance of other people helped by God. There is a reason why God still have men everywhere. It's because you cannot be able to reach everyone. You cannot. How long can you live on the earth? How many thousands of years? Do you understand? You can't. How many places can you be in? Yes, you can bilocate, translocate. My brother, even Jesus Christ himself, of course there was a time I portioned for him, but let me tell you the truth. One man can't do the work of God all. It's not possible. And like I said, because of language and limitations and all kinds of things, how many of you can preach in Chinese? Do you even know what's going on in China now? In India now? In Korea now? So sometimes when you Google the best Chinese songs, when they are singing and everybody is highly under the anointing, you are wondering, what are they saying? They are. So no matter how God needs to raise other people there to ensure that the work of the kingdom there is advanced. Is that true now? So, but that doesn't mean that you should not be effective as a soldier. Matthew 6:33. Oh, okay. The Bible speaking said, but seek you first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Next. You see, take therefore no thought for tomorrow, for tomorrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day the evil thereof. You can go back and read the scripture as much as possible, but we cannot speak about prosperity without referring to that scripture. Because in this kingdom, God does not just prosper a man just because the man desired to. I get what I'm saying. And I will not be the kind of minister that will tell you that poverty is supposed to be the lot and portion of a believer. No. Because the kingdom itself can only advance upon the strength also of prosperity. Is that true? Everything in the church requires money. Salvation may be free, but you have to buy Bible. I don't think whether this mic was free, Apostle. Is it free? Okay. Whether we like it or not, there is a great need for us to prosper as ministers. And if any of these My friends will tell you how much they spent daily to ensure the kingdom of God advance. Some of you will say, why are you wasting money? It's not wasting. I do not consider any amount I spend for kingdom advancement a waste. In fact, sometimes I consider any amount I spend to eat a waste. I'm telling you, I can spend millions for meetings to go, and I will sleep and I'll be very okay. So long as people come and they are blessed. Because I know God will trust me that even if He give me billions, how much can you eat? An average of you right now, if I take you out, I say buy anything, you may not finish 1 million. Do you realize? Get angry one day. That best thing you want to eat. That best thing. I went to a place, I just need to press a button and anything they will bring. I made the people that went with me experiment. Everybody ate until they were purging. I see there is a limit to which you can spend. So if God gives you money, if God prosper you, it's not for your sake, it's for His kingdom. And any man that does not see kingdom in view can never be prospered by God. Because you are too small. How much can you really spend? The greatest place where money is spent is the kingdom. The richest people on the earth, I'm assuring you, are kingdom people. They may not tell you how much they have. The richest place where money is spent is the kingdom. If Nigeria can be so humbled, the churches in Nigeria can sponsor the budget of Nigeria, even in a recession. Because there is no recession in the kingdom. But how does God prosper man? It's not too hard. Deuteronomy 8:17. The Bible says, and thou say in thy heart, my power and the might of my hands have gotten me this wealth. But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is He that giveth thee power to get wealth, that He may establish His covenant, which He has sworn unto the fathers, as it is in these days. So the reason why God gives wealth to people is to establish His word, His covenant. So there are a lot of things that God intends to do in Kaduna, intends to do in every region, but these things cannot be established until He gives power of wealth to certain people. And if peradventure God blesses you and you don't see kingdom in view, it won't be long enough. You will reduce to nothing. Because there is a power that fights wealth. Economy has always been warfare. It has nothing to do with buying and selling. That is why I can give you 10 million naira today. You can go to do business and it will go. Having money, having capital. People meet me every day, charge me every day. Apostle, I just need 200,000 capital. And I say, I will prove you wrong. I will give you this 200,000. But if you lose it, never ask me for money till you die. And oftentimes I have given so many people in millions, and till today I am free from them forever. Why? Because I know what they need is not capital. What they need is to seek first the kingdom. And if the kingdom of God is established upon your heart, God gives you power to prosper. And even if it is pure water you do, God needs to just breathe upon it. Do you know that? I don't know about my friends, but let me tell you, there are often times that I see money, I don't know where it comes from. Do you realize that? Yes. The hardest thing you have to do is to sow the seed. Sow the seed in the life of man. Sponsor the cause of the gospel. And I'm assuring you the truth. So long as this earth remains, everyone that sows will always reap. And you see, the nature of wealth in this kingdom is trust. And so long as God cannot trust you to be an effective sower, you can never be a reaper. It's robbery trying to allow God to just bless you when you have really not done something for the kingdom. It's big robbery. It's just like a farmer going every person farm, harvesting what he has not planted. I get what I'm saying? And sincerely speaking, when we speak about the issue of finance as a minister, it's good to pray. Many say I'm out of the voice of prayers. I pray. I told you the reason why I pray. When Jesus appeared to me, he told me, Philip, Cephas, a man God help is better than a man that help himself. And my challenge was, how can I be helped? He said, if you can pray, I will help you. So that's why I'm praying. Because I know anytime I pray, God help me. I get my point now. But when it comes to the kingdom finance, the Lord told me, He said, if I can use everything I have to sponsor the gospel, He will bless me. Of course, you may not be a minister. Ministers that say they are giving 10%, they are just jokers. You give everything. Your whole life. So if it means that the kingdom of God need to be advanced, and I have this, I will give this. I have nothing in me that God cannot demand I will not give. I cannot say I've given God 10%, then I cannot give when there's a demand. It's a lie. Not a minister. Your life must be poured out as a drink offering. So out of the ashes of that dying, there is a resurrection. You are like a seed that need to go down and die. I'm not talking about going to a prophet and say I sow this seed. No. I'm speaking to ministers. There are works that God has committed to your hands. Many of you are looking for partners. What do you? You have to be the number one person that gives everything. I get to my point. A lot of ministers come to me and they are supposed to do, and look at, I say, the phone you are using is 200,000. This is already the money you are asking everybody for. In Koinonia there, in ENI, sometimes when meeting was done, people sell everything to ensure that they put the money to make the thing work. God Life Assembly was my local church then in Zaria. When Chris Evan came, we were renting a place. Chris Evan got angry. He said, look at you, how many are you people? Can't you people buy a place? Even if you are sitting on the ground, is it not your own place? He said, if all of us give 10,000, is it not already 100,000? We'll buy a land in Paladan. Shinto got angry. The next one they say, who are you? How many of you are willing? You don't even have, but be willing. Do you know, I realize that it's God that gives. You can't ever outgo God in giving. So if you propose in your heart that you want to give God something, He will provide. If He doesn't provide, don't give. Are you getting my point now? Set in your heart and say, we want to do this meeting, we want to do this. God, if you bless me, I will do this. God will challenge you. He will do it. But if He doesn't, I'm telling you, don't give anything. How can you ask a man to give what he doesn't have? God has never asked anybody to ever give what he doesn't have, because Him Himself did not do that. Because many of you need to be coerced to give. You will never enter wealth. It has to be an intentional lifestyle. I'll move to the next point. I will soon leave this one because you don't like this one. Because anytime it comes to giving in church, that's when the eyes of men. And I won't ask anybody to give. I have never done. I will never do it. He knows. Shekinah Network International in Lafia, for the past 1 year since we started, the Lord said never do offering. I've never done offering. And I've spent, I don't have one partner. I have never stood one day and said, we have this project and we have done it effortlessly. And I still pay school fees of people. I still do all kinds, pay rent. My brothers, if God give me anything, God give me, when I come back, I put it back to the kingdom. And that is why God can never outgrow blessing me. You won't believe what I'm telling you. As a minister, you have nothing to own. When you gather to yourself, you will turn to nothing. But if you scatter in keeping to the kingdom, you will advance. I can wake up today, the account is zero, tomorrow is millions. This is how it works. When it comes to this kingdom finance, if you truly want to break into it as a minister, please don't live like laity. I'm speaking to ministers. If I'm speaking to laities, well, just be faithful with your 10%. I think it's not what we can argue. If I teach you about tithe, you will not. You understand? No minister will prosper because of tithe. Everybody prosper by his obedience and faithfulness to God. Not because of 10%. 10%. In fact, if you check the real rules of tithe, it's not supposed to only be 10%. In fact, there are months you don't even pay. So a minister will not be waiting for that one. But when we begin to teach you giving according to New Testamental culture, there is nothing that you have that belongs to you. It belongs to God. So everybody brings. So God can wake up and say, bring 120%. Are you getting my point now? Because in the New Testamental culture, don't emphasize on that 10%. No, they emphasize so long as there's a need in the house, everybody brings. Nobody own anything. And if you dare rebel against God, you may die. Because that same amount you refuse to give for kingdom work, the devil will ensure that your tires spoil every day, and you must use it. Somebody tell you doesn't have money, they say, okay, we have this conference to do. Somebody say, no, but he will be changing screen every day. When there's a problem, money will come. You don't need to wait for that. Until all you have becomes of God, God can prosper you, because God can't trust you. As a minister, you must be able to understand that it's true. I think 3 John 1:2 said something very important. It said, beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospers. It then means that when you come to the issue of prosperity in this kingdom, the challenge is the soul of man. Is that true? Because the devil will never want to prosper you and your soul will still be intact. No. The desire of the devil is that when he prosper you, yes, you have the 10 billion, but yet again you are dying tomorrow. Is that okay now? So many people spend all they have, all their soul, all their life. They sell their soul to the devil and they get the wealth and they lose the soul. And at the tail end, they can't even use the wealth to buy their soul. At the point of death, everyone see money as vain. Do you realize that? Sometimes I have met serious billionaires. I'm not joking. I've met billionaires. And I realize their money does not really matter to them as much as their health. And I realize that it is you that believe that you can give your soul just so that you can get money. And oftentimes I tell them, well, your problem is that you did not seek first the kingdom. Because it is when you seek the kingdom that there's a security for your soul. Because mammon is strange too. Mammon has the same right with God. Is that true? The abundance of money can still be mammon. The lack of money can still be mammon. So it is possible that if the kingdom has not captured your heart, right? Whether you steal $5 billion and keep in your house, you will still die. That money, that's a way to kill you. Do you know, if I give you 2 billion naira now, I say, I give you this money, I will come next year to collect it, even with just 10% interest. You'll be shocked. Your first problem is, where will I invest this money? How can I liquidate this money and be able to generate the same money? Because turning over 2 billion is not a joke. So you now see the only way that's made possible is through the kingdom. With 2 billion naira, with a kingdom mindset, my brother, you can ensure that the whole of Kaduna belongs to Jesus. And when the whole of Kaduna belongs to Jesus, then people that have businesses, organization, corporation is still under the same cloud. And when you wake up and say, we need 5 billion the next day, everybody will bring something. Because the only investment that never crashes is an investment in kingdom people. Every other thing can crash. And that is why any man that does not understand life investment can never be wealthy. A man that does not understand that the kingdom business is the business of souls can never be wealthy. The reason why we have people using their billions to sponsor gay rights, sponsor all kinds of nonsense, is because their soul was not captured to God. Imagine the Mark Zuckerberg, the Bill Gates, and all these people. Imagine we have them in the kingdom. Do you know we can do more? Do you realize that? Because those people are willing to sign billions of dollars for one stupid cause. How many cars can you ride? How many houses can you live in? So you see that if God and his kingdom is not the center of reason why you want to prosper, you will die. You will kill yourself. You will not have a good home. You will not have good anything. No billionaire, most of them don't have a family. Bill Gates' wife left him. Elon Musk's wife, all of them Because with the amount of the money, it doesn't solve the problems. Money doesn't solve problems, my friends. It doesn't. It creates more problems. And even as a minister, if you have too much resources and you cannot manage it, you are going. Seek ye first the kingdom and its righteousness, and all other things will be added to you. The goal of God is prosperity, not riches and wealth. Actually, being rich is just having an abundance of money in any currency. I told somebody, I said, if I send you 1 million to your account now, maybe it's to the account you have, they block it. Do you realize that? Because they don't agree that you should pass that level. And they will never upgrade it until that amount come. Then they will now increase it to 5 million. When you wire 5 million, they will now 6 million, they will now block it. Because life themselves don't believe you should be wealthy. They don't even want prosperity. They don't even want even the wealth and the rich, that basic level. That maybe you just did one stupid investment. You know, there are all kinds of crazy investment these days. High risks, high returns. And somehow you just saw some money beyond you. My brother, I have some of these my small people in this online. Somebody less than 18 years earning more than almost 2 million per month. It's scary. When the money hit from abroad, the bank, bah! Say, who are you? What are you doing? Who are you? Who's your father? You see the stupid question they're asking? Because they believe everybody should remain poor. So rich, just being rich is having an abundance of money. So I can send you maybe 10 million now, you are rich already. But does it mean you can maintain it? You can't. Because wealth is different from being rich. Wealth is having a system that generates money, right? You can win a lottery. It is proven that most people that win lottery don't even, some people win billions of lottery. After 1 year, you come back, they are zero. There are billionaires that have ended up becoming homeless. It's possible. That's the danger of lack of financial intelligence and God not being the center of it. Wealth is when you have a systems that bring the money. But prosperity is when the kingdom is now engaged. Because in prosperity right now, it means there is stability. Now God have trust you and you have an understanding of his kingdom. Then he launch you into an abundance that there cannot be room for you to contain. When a man begins to prosper in this kingdom, is measured in net worth. No longer in whether you are wealth or you no. There is a net worth, and that net worth is because of the lives and the souls and the impact. So we can't look at the first level of wealth as normal transaction, and that's where many people are. Let me tell you, it will be hard as a minister to remain on transactional wealth. You will always have issue. By the grace of God, I'm one of the best students in biochemistry. 4 points, masters, right? Out of 5 points. I will start PhD. My friends, I have never had a job till today. Never. I have never had a job. I won't advise you. I know the covenant where I live in. And I've never begged. You cannot have a job sufficiently well, apostle, for long and keep on doing this kingdom work forever. It's a lie. There will be a day you will have to leave the system that the cosmos provide. Because that is not how we are supposed to survive forever. No. Not as a minister. Others may be able, but you know your covenant as a priest can cover those. But you know at that level you still survivor. You believe what I'm telling you? Because a minister is a storehouse. Men brings to him so that they can increase. And until that covenant is established, you will still lack. It's not about living beyond your means, living beyond me. No. And don't think ministers are lazy. I can do anything. Like anything. I mean anything I can do. I have done all kinds of things before. But while the Lord has helped me and coming fully into the ordination, I'm telling you the truth, I realize that it's going to be so hard to still engage in the world and not get yourself dirty. have political friends, even presidential aspirants. I sat with them, be with them. I assure you, most of the people that give me dollars are politicians. But let me tell you, I stay with them for a while, and I know there are so many principles of the kingdom they are breaking. And I say, I can't be here for long. I can't. And do you know, many times they are not okay to come to sit where you can teach them the truth. They always want you to meet them in a place. A politician does not care to fly you in the best private jet to go and see where you want to, because they have the wealth. But when you come there, they are bringing you to their own government, where they have their own kinds of speakings. And I'm telling you, you cannot say, let's open to this book of this. Are you okay? I have seen senators, seen members of house. The first thing, they write a check and they keep it the one we start talking. Just to let you know that when you want to speak the truth, they say, and many of them, what they want is for you to stand by them and say, okay. You know, they know ministers have, you are the one that look at yourself small. The level influence is a spirit. Politicians don't really have it. They lobby for it. You have it naturally. Don't sell it just because of an amount. And that is why God needs to prosper you to a point that they feel giving to you will make them survive. And because that's the truth. It's God that gives you power to get the wealth of the nation. Because there has to still be massive kingdom wealth transfer. It's the wealth of the Gentiles. There are a lot of wealth hidden in dark places. Of course, you can be a minister in business. I agree. But you see, you will just be managing it. I have a registered company with CAC, apart from our NGO of the ministry. What people don't really know, actually, Shekinah Network International is a limited liability company. The real name of the ministry is Shekinah Christian Family Gospel Ministry. That's the NGO name. My limited liability company, I have a lot of, I have a lot of agri farms. I have a lot of things worth millions. I have a lot of companies, my friends. But this is not what I do. I have people that manage them. And all the money I get from those companies, I pour it into the ministry. And that is why I can bring people, they will gather, who will sponsor them, go in and come and feed them and do. I won't ask them a dime. And you will say, if I keep doing that, I'll be poor. It's a lie. I'm doing it for a while. Then the days the Lord say, well, I open, let the nation partner. The Lord has seen that you have been the first to give. You first of all die. Then he bring many unto you. But you have never sown. You want to reap. Why? How much of your life, whether if it is in sweat equity, has gone into the vision that God has committed unto you? How much? The best a minister can do, he can't work in corporate society, but you can really have established businesses, and that can bring you wealth. But you can't manage it yourself as you succeed in the kingdom work. No, management have to be for others. Don't be afraid. What will happen? As a good soldier, you must be able to endure hardship. I have stayed hungry several times. Nothing will happen to you. Hunger doesn't kill ministers. It may kill an average member of church, not ministers. We are used to it. How did you become like this without fasting? You feel dry actually. What are you talking? Have you not been poor before? Have you not been hungry before? Haven't you been to a place there was no suit? Even them Salman had to. I know when they were on campus there was nothing. We are even looking more better now. Let's be sincere to ourselves. God is faithful to us. Some of these our fathers, if you change their track record, they suffer more. When you look at them, someone look at his labor of many years, like many years. Some of us just begin like joke, and things were just going on. I mean, we are looking too good. So don't be afraid that I'm suffering. No. And you see, the problem is that we compare ourselves with ourselves. That's why you're not wise. Everybody has his own schooling in the spirit. Everybody, and everybody must go through it. You cannot be too wise to be exempted from it. Never. So transactional wealth is the basic. People engage, buying and selling. You buy this, you sell it. That's good. But you must move to transformational wealth, where you transform people. And I always refer to transactional wealth. For instance, I can decide to buy a bag of pure water for how much? Let's say 100 NAIRA, right? and I share it to 20 people, I sell it 20 naira, and maybe at the tail end, and I get extra 100 more naira, right? That's I have a gain of 100 naira. My brother, how long will it take for me to make 1 million naira doing that? Transactional wealth. You work and you wait for 1 month, then they pay you the salary. You can't live like that. Our parents have done that, and they have retired until today. They can't do anything. That's not what you are supposed to do. I'm speaking to ministers, mind you, because you are supposed to be a man having a lot. Abraham has so many people under him. Do you know you cannot be too wise not to have people you be sponsoring as a minister? People will chat you. You might have not eaten today. Somebody will tell you, Apostle, I need some money. I just transferred 20,000 to somebody just now number. I was in the car crying. Whether you like it or not, and if you don't do it, you are not called to them. Somebody is here has not eaten and has preaching mystery. You are just a liar. After Jesus has prayed, say, feed these people. We need to feed them. Let's multiply. We have finished the breaking the spiritual. Let's multiply bread. They need physical bread to eat. Because hunger will always take Israel back to Egypt. Because people will do. Some people send me texts. They say, Daddy, I love you. I love the kingdom. But there are things I just have to do. Why? No money. They are driving all of them out. They are about to drive them out from school fees and everything. And there is a man that says he will sleep with her or something. And you are saying, don't worry, the Lord will bless you. No. And you are not willing to open the gate of your house for them to come and stay. Where should they go to? So God must prosper us. Wealth, money will reduce your prayer point and increase your prayer life. It's true. Many of the things many of us come to church about, if God prosper us, we will have more time to do the business of the immortals. And that is why many men, their sermon is truncated. The reason why you can see Apostle Efa can stand in an akazo and preach the counsel from the throne is because he knows whether you give, you don't give, the bill is settled. But imagine if somebody send him a text and say, Apostle, there is something amount, he will look and say, hey, 500 people, if everybody give to 2,000. Well, the Lord said there is another dimension of there is pressure. I've been to a meeting, the person say, Apostle, raise the money for your flight to us. I said, before I came here, I have times 5 of the money of the flight. I will never raise it. In fact, I said, if you are here, you have not paid your school fees, come. Why? When you have prospered, now you can do the work of God effortlessly. Sometimes I go for meeting. If you come for Shekinah, somebody say, Apostle, let's raise money for you. I say, if you ever open your mouth and say you want to raise money in here, you will never come here again. Why? Why? And in the days when we tell the people to give, they know why. But don't merchandise the people. Because a man that is interested in your money will spend your soul just to get money. But a man that is interested in your soul, he will spend money just to ensure your soul is certified. We need to prosper financially as ministers. And don't say you are too small. What do you really need money for as a minister? You will be shocked. It's to clothe for many things. As you begin to advance, I will teach you the next level of wealth. People will bring all these things to you. I told you. He says, seek ye first the kingdom and his righteousness. All other things will be what? Added. He knows. I have a company in Abuja that produce all the clothes I put. Every one of them. Every month they bring 3, 4, or 5. Suit. There is one they are bringing from UK. They are always bringing them. They don't even know why they are bringing them. They don't even know why. Like I told you, you don't need to do the job. They have a business. They have companies. They may just put you as part of the board of directors. And because you are there, sometimes they call, they say the government say this. I say in the name of Jesus, I speak another government. You are kept. Why? Because these men understand kingdom. I'm not called to be a fashion designer. I don't even know how to dress most times. What I'm just trying to let you understand is this. That one is not your job as a minister. There are people that you can give them just 500,000 and they will begin a business, they will prosper. And they will be committed to the ministry forever. One of my people that bought a camera 1 point something million. This was somebody that was giving 100 naira recharge card to buy card. Say, Apostle, take this amount of money. Let's buy this. Let's buy this. Let's buy this. I have never asked him, and I will never ask him. What I need you to understand as a minister, you enter into a point in the spirit. By the time you enter into that realm of covenant, everything you want, people will give it to you. They must. It's a must. They don't even know why they are doing it. They don't even know why. They are compelled. Because if you are thinking about transaction, I have to sell something of 100 naira to get 100 naira. How long will you keep on doing that? When somebody can look at it and say, take 1 million, take 2 million, take 3 million, take 500, take this. It's possible. But if the kingdom has not been the center of everything you do, God will never bring you to that end, because it will destroy you. Because you will live your life to competition. You want to wear the best this, you want to do the next this, you want to do the next that. How about that? You are not some what they call it? All these celebrities that do all of them. You are not a celebrity as a kingdom person. No. It's not celebrity lifestyle we are living. No. It's dead. It's life of dying daily. I don't even rest. So you now wonder, how do you stay with the Holy Ghost? I don't even go anywhere. I stay inside 24/7. That's my job. I don't go anywhere. I am inside 24/7. Pray, asking God to help me. That's what I'm doing. I will go to the next strongest addiction, social media, because people need to be delivered. Your job is you and God. That's your job, my brother. And as a minister, if you don't spend time with God, you'll be abnormal. You will not even know why you are abnormal. Whether you are wealthy, whether they are paying you so much in the job, you want to leave the job because you are not okay. You can't be okay. How can you be okay? A woman in Abuja called me. They took me to Gwarimpa. They showed me a 3-story place. A 3-story. It's billionaires. He said, Apostle, stay here. You will be our prophet, our family prophet. Anytime we need prayer, we'll come and consult you. I said, Jesus has never promised me a comfortable life. He told me my way is the way of war. You will kill me. I'm not looking for comfort. You don't understand. Do you know, if I stay long like that without representing Jesus, I'll be sick. I don't need malaria or typhoid. So there is no amount of money, no amount of wealth, no amount of jet to give a minister and tell him, be calm, take it easy, take it slow. They will never. It's a trap. So what do? You use them. I will show you how to deliver yourself on social media. You use it. You use it. The kingdom, this is your Lord. Every other thing should just be used. And everybody that does not fear his bearing in that, he will also be used. Somebody told me they are using him in his church. I said, who do you want them to use before? Is it not you they should use? Who should we use? You. When anything is free, the product is you. Social media, church, coming to church is free, you are the product. But you see, if you are not wise, you will not understand that we point you to Jesus. If I be lifted up, I will draw all men to myself. So by the time you come into the culture of the kingdom and you serve in the house of God, it looks as though you are being used, but actually you are being unveiled into who you are. He said, follow me and I will make you. There is no one that has a testimony of making without followership. Service is the way of greatness. When the mother of Zebedee came and said, let one of my sons sit here, one sit here, Jesus said, you are going against the protocol. Nobody just desire this thing. You must drink of the cup and partake of it. Say, we can do. Well, they tested it by taking James first and they cut his neck. He's part of the cup of suffering. Service is greatness. Be willing to serve. But in your ministries, you are going to have a lot of kind of people. There are people that are going to be critics. Critics are effective followers. They can't criticize what they didn't follow. They are following every message, everything you say. I see a lot of people post and I just, when did I say this kind of a thing? They are following it very well. It's true. 1 hour message, they would look for maybe 1 minute of something you say that the English was wrong and you are in trouble. That's critics and they are effective followers. Sometimes they even come to the church and they wait. Forget about them. There are workers. There are what? Members. Members come and they see. They don't even care whether the chairs are bought or anything. They'll do and go. But there are workers. Workers offer their services. And everybody that is working in the house of God is already in the path for greatness. You are not wise if you are not working in the house of God. Some think they are wise. You are not wise. And it doesn't matter whether you are planning, you have seen the vision to be an apostle, a prophet. It doesn't matter. In fact, your first pathway is that service. So let them know that working is not being used. Yes, it looked like that literally, but my friends, it's not being used. Right? Then there are partners. Partners have never, some of them have never even visited the ministry. I have people that I've never known where my state is. But those people, every month, every week, they will send you something. Do you realize that? And they don't even know where the ministry. These are partners. They are also doing the work of the ministry. Do you realize that? Partners offer their service, offer their finances, right? But the most important ones, they are the leaders. Leaders offer both service and resources. If you are a leader in any organization, you must, I have established, your part must go into it. You can't be a leader and they are talking about something and you are not putting something into it. Don't do that. It's too bad. Anytime I'm a leader in any ministry that I've ever served, when they say more, before they say ni, whether it's 10 naira, I carry and put. That's why you're a leader. But like I said, you being a leader, if you are not faithful like that, even if God give you own, you will never be the same. You will never be faithful too. And I told you already how God is through that He sees and He gets to reward you. The next level of wealth is that transformational wealth. This is what we do. Like I said, if you buy a pure water of 100 naira, you share it to 10 people. I mean, sell it to 10 people, you get extra 100 naira. But imagine if you buy a bag of pure water for 100 naira and you give it for free to 10 people. It looks as though you lose, right? Let me tell you the jackpot there. It depends on who you are giving the water to. What if Oyedepo is among them? What if Kumi is among them? You don't know who is sitting next to you. See, let me tell you something. People will be great in this life, whether you help them or not. The best part you can do is to be part of people's success story. That's all. When you see men don't honor people, it's because they were too greedy and selfish, and they are never too generous enough to open their heart to others. Not because they are perfect. They don't need to be perfect. If I analyze the people that mentor me, I have caught them in wrong situation again and again. We don't follow fathers because they are perfect. No. We just know they have something we need. That's all. So in the days you do this for this person. I remember when I was going for there are times when I call ministers. I say the hall that you are using, I am paying for the rent for the whole of the conference. So people wonder why some of these fathers just see us and they open their door. Part of it is this I'm telling you. Say, Papa, okay, this thing they rent is okay. I will be renting this one. Me, I will be this is my own, the one I can do. You don't need to do it all the time. A time will come, maybe you do 1, 2, 3, 4 times, but He will never forget that you have done it. Transformational wealth is when you do something for free. It doesn't really look like free because it always has a return. If I give water for free to all of you, you will remember you almost died today and I quench your thirst. In the next 10 years, when you look at me, say, Carl Philip Cephas, that 10 naira water, take 300, take 1,000, take 5,000, take 10,000, take this, take that. When I accumulate it, you now discover that it's more than that gain you are looking for at that moment instantly. Transformational wealth is when it looks as though you are doing something for free, but yet again, it has a long-term effect of reward. Some of the people you are paying their school fees now, you are giving them something now. You are just giving them food to eat in your house right now. Tomorrow they will become some of the mighty people in this earth. You will not live forever. You'll be old one day. You will need people that will hold you. They may be the one that will just be there so that your leg does not break. And that is how men become wealthy in this kingdom. As a minister, to look at the people are using you, all the people are taking advantage. He knows sometimes they will write a budget and put their amount too much. I will laugh. I will say, they are lying here. I will give them the money. I will still give it to them. But they know they lied and they know they cheated me. So my prayer is that I should have enough that they can steal and I will still have. One guy said the devourer is afraid of people that have enough because he will be devouring and he's tired of devouring. What I'm trying to let you, when you have enough and God has blessed you, you will not even wonder and be worried. Your prayer is to have so much that people can even steal. And it's possible. Because when you really want out to transform people, you are going to spend and you won't get. It's not about you put 10 naira and get 20 naira. No, you won't get. So you can do a conference and spend 5 million. And everything that comes out from the conference may not even go up to 2 million. And you'll be okay. But in the future, it will not take a while. Somebody will come from here. Somebody will come from here. Somebody will come from here. And because God has seen that, you have cast your breath upon many waters. And God will bring a return. And you don't know why, like wind, money, traffic towards your direction. It's because of the seed you have sown in the lives of people. That's how transformational wealth works. So you see ministers preaching for you for free, doing all these things for free, doing all these things. It looks as if it's not for free. Our hope is in you guys, that tomorrow these common men that you see that they are common men, when God lifts them, they will remember the lifter of men and remember from where the position of the hand that lifted. Someone told me about, I said, I don't know this minister because he may be a son of God, but it wasn't through his hand that I saw Jesus. I know who lifted me up. And that's how the thing works, my friends. The last level of wealth is sovereign wealth. That one, few people enter there. Sovereign wealth is when you have become the storehouse of God. Sovereign wealth is when you have come into a point where God enacts a covenant, like he did to Abraham. He said, truly, after Abraham was demanded to sacrifice his son, and God came in for him, he said, truly, in blessing I will bless you, and all that bless you, I will bless them. I will whatsoever curse you, I will curse. A man can enter into the realm of sovereign wealth to a point that anything you put in a man's hand multiply. And that is why it is truly there are men that have become custodians by their working with God, that anything you give to them multiply. Whether they are not into mining, when you bring your document of mining and they hold it and they say mining begin to work, it begin to work. When you give them 10 naira, the 10 naira multiply in their hands. So long as it touch and move to you, it multiply. It's sovereign. Because God see them as a storehouse for the nation. And God knows that through them, channels are connected. But before God brings you that, you must have worked in transformational wealth for so long. And all that you have has become of God. The social media. I want to know how long do I have? The social media. The greatest addiction on the earth is what? Let's be sincere. I've been addicted before. I was an addict. He said so much of my story. Say, there is no sinner without a future, neither a saint without a history. The greatest addiction on the earth is not masturbation or pornography or lesbianism. It's the social media. The social media is more addictive than anything you can ever imagine. And all of us are addicted to it. It's funny. You may be shocked. Some of you are on Facebook or WhatsApp here as we are in church. We were in a minister conference. All of us are my neighbors, ministers, globally known. If I call their name, I know they will call me and say, Apostle, why now? They were on Facebook. Some of them I see on WhatsApp. They are sitting. As I enter, my phone is on flight mode. I just put on flight mode straight. If you see me, it's on my notepad. My notepad is my friend. I write a lot on my notepad. So you may see me as if I'm writing. But many, they are still active. Data is active. And they are on Facebook or WhatsApp or one of all these things. Addiction. And that one, tongues can't deliver you from it. The greatest addiction on earth is social media. It has a good side and a bad side. I'm telling you. The metaverse. The Bible speaks about Jesus. In the book of Luke 4 from 1, he said, after being full of the Holy Ghost, he returned from Jordan and was led by the Spirit to the wilderness. When you go to verse 14, he said, and Jesus returned in the power of the Spirit into Galilee, and there went out a fame of him through all the regions round about. Why? It means that pulpit may not make men, right? Publicity and all of this, they are good. I will come to their point, but they don't really make men. You can publicize yourself to your stupidity. Imagine you don't have anything to substantiate what you publicize about. I have seen a lot of conferences that have been well talked about, well publicized. In fact, I believe fake people do more publicity than even genuine people. Yes. Enter any city, some of the largest publicity you may see are actually where they merchandise people. When you step your feet there, you go with a full pocket and return back with a tear pocket. And sometimes when you mistakenly go there with your sister, you are in trouble. It's crazy. So most of the people that do a lot of the publicity, actually, I'm telling you the truth, when you go there, it's rubbish. So it's possible for a man to do so much publicity, and yet again, when you go there, you discover he has nothing to offer. And if you are truly looking for God, you won't stay there. You see, but if you are not looking for God, you don't even know why you are. You will just be tossed to and fro. So it has actually been part of the undoing of people, right? The Bible says Jesus Christ went to the wilderness and his fame spread abroad. How can a man go to wilderness and his fame is spread? When God calls you, he won't tell you go to wilderness now. Yesterday I told my cousin, I said we came back from television. I said where people used to drink and smoke. I said I will be safe. I said look at me here now. What did I say? Some of the quickest carnal places actually where actually God really intend to do the work. So sometimes when God call you, he may not send you to Abuja or Lagos. He will send you to where there is more problem. Because that center of attraction, there is a spirit of influence there. A wilderness can be where nobody dare to go to. But when God sent a man there with the right word and with the right utterance, I'm telling you the truth, he breaks through. Because the apostolic spirit is what breaks through hard grounds. It's by.Pm. Anywhere that is hard, said an apostle, he will break it. Jesus went to the wilderness, his fame spread abroad. It then means that sometimes the pulpit and the light and everything may not really make man. It has to be the secret place, right? And those caves. But like I told you, everyone is addicted to the social media. And that is why we must take advantage of it. The metaverse is a strange word. The metaverse is more like the social media. It's a universe. It's like a universe that is created, a fiction. And that is how the social media is. Nothing in social media is real except maybe kingdom. Everybody in social media is a liar. It's a fake life. You won't believe me. The social media was not designed for anything real. It was designed for a fake life. I get what I'm saying now. It was designed to get you glued to it. So they work with intelligence. They work with all your. There is this. Do you realize that there is a lot of AI in all the social media? Just speak about shoes. I'm telling you, you begin to see a lot of advert of shoe. Whether you enter Instagram or Facebook or, do you realize that? Anything you talk about, you will see it in your feed. That means they are watching you. It's a fictional world, but yet again, they are watching your lust. Do you realize what I'm saying? Somebody created to put us in a stereotype. Then he can control us. The social media is a strange space. And you see, men can get so high to it. And every day you must enter. Is there anyone here that there was a day you never went online? Maybe you just put your phone on flight mode. There are a few. Because I do some of those things very intentionally. Like very, very intentionally. Because if you don't go to Facebook, you go to Instagram or YouTube or Telegram. And you are broke. You don't have money, but you have money for data. You will borrow. If there is no, you enter free mode. Why did they give you free? Because you are the product. It's very important. Because they know they need you. What are they trying to sell to you? An addition to fuel your lust, fuel your desire. Everyone suffering from pornography, masturbation, where did they get it from? It's traceable to the social media still. So their addiction to the social media exposes them to a content, something that appetites their lust. And they get them glued. So when somebody tells you something and you say, well, I stay away from your phone, they just can't. The time has gone when people used to buy cassette of adult movie. Now it's direct by www.bam. And you alone in your room, you are there and you are gone, and you want to come and boo. When you are done from prayer meeting, you go back and continue. The social media is strange. How many people have made mistake and send their naked pictures? I told him, a ladies sending me naked pictures. I don't know ministers. Yes, ladies just send you pictures. I don't know why did I advertise somewhere I want to marry? Google say I have a wife. Where did they get it from? So as FI is like this, you will see 35 ladies, 50 ladies. Everybody is advertising with their pictures. The danger they don't know is that this thing can find itself anywhere. Because anything you put online, you can't delete it. You may think you delete it. Are you the one that controls the server? Nothing is really deleted. You may take it away from your own seeing, but that doesn't mean someone can't see it. He was talking about Bado. That time I used to enter dark webs, .onions, where you do all kinds of strange things. The site that occultists, Illuminati use, they wanted to initiate me. The site they use is a different site. When you enter it, it's a different world. It's different from the normal site, you know. If you stay there for a while, the spirit there will say welcome. The social media is not your place where you go and joke. You can be so addicted to it. It was designed. The color, the graphics, everything was designed to capture you. And you cannot be too immune to it. As we finish here, you go back there. I know. How many women made mistakes, send their naked pictures, maybe to their husband, I don't know for what reason, and he make mistake, they forward it to their church WhatsApp group. And church people that are supposed to cover the nakedness report. Do you know that it doesn't need you to share everything nude go viral? It doesn't need sharing. Put Jesus something, nobody cares. But make mistake and send some naked, you will beg the world, beg. You move it, nobody will do it. You become popular for bad thing overnight. Pa! You want to be popular? Try it. Just walk naked around here. You will be shocked in the evening. You will be the trending thing on Twitter, on Telegram, on everywhere. It's bad news that make news. You must be careful with the social media, and it can never be deleted. Never be deleted. A man just got wedded and they are on their honeymoon with his wife, and he just carried his phone and went live. Hey, we are in honeymoon, and he forgot his wife was being dressed from the honeymoon, and he was live. And he was honeymoon with my wife. He was trying to bring one. He said something and it was naked and it was already live. And people save it, and before you know it has moved from here to here to here. The young lady wanted to commit suicide. If you make mistake with the social media, you are doomed. It's designed to destroy. How many people do TikTok challenge? They want to drink something and they died just to get likes and views. So you want to go and check how many likes, how many views, how many this. It's an addiction. They just go and do challenge. Want to jump like this and you break your neck. How many children make all of those because of TikTok and Instagram and all of these things? Church ladies now, if you follow some of these church ladies on WhatsApp and on TikTok, you'll be shocked. They don't have any content to give. Know anything of church. They can't even share Apostle Cephas, Daniel or Garba something. It's their booters. We are checking who has the largest booters. And they will put on every Sunday. That's their update. And then Jesus is Lord, but it's them twerking like this. They will shoot their boobs. What are you advertising? The metaverse. The social media has enclave you, and you know the content that is needed, and they have make you a slave. And you are the one helping to fuel the loss of people. Where does this come from? It came from other people. So you may choose and say, I will never be on social media. You have not solved the problem. Because only you won't change anything. And average social media have millions of users. Millions. I mean millions of users. In fact, check. The most viewed things on any social media is never any Christian thing. I tried to check it. I discovered no any Christian thing that is the most views on any of the social media handle. It's strange. I don't know why. It's all these kind things that people just, and that means there is so much people there. And the Bible says that this gospel of the kingdom must reach the whole of the earth, right? Let's go to how you can take advantage of this so that we round up. Truth be told, the only way to solve an addiction is to give it another addiction. You can't solve an addiction. You only introduce another addiction to care for the other addiction. Is that okay? It's only God that is omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. Man cannot be everywhere. Let's agree on that. And because of that, and we know we can't live forever. Everybody has a time span for him to make impact on the earth. In order to maximize that impact, we need to create a system that can be designed to ensure that the impact is sustained. And that is why it doesn't matter whether it's a system created by the world. Let's use it. You can actually really use the social media. Let's use those bastards. Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, all those guys that create the metaverse. We will use it. The largest people are not inside the church. They are in the social media. Social media has the largest congregation. That's where billions can gather. Is that okay? It then means that we can take the gospel to them. Is it true now? But how can you take this gospel to them and you yourself not be contaminated? Because you can still be preaching, watching something of God, and the other screen is another one. You are browsing and saw something pop up. You are browsing how to contact the anointing, how to get the grace of this, and another thing, they will suggest another thing for you. It becomes a problem. The challenge is that the saturation, there is more carnality saturated. It's just within the 21st century that people have been saturating their social media with content of the gospel. Because in long time past, there was not. In fact, the holiness movement made us believe that it's a sin to be on social media. Do you realize that? But today, they have repented. And I think Kumuyi is one of the most person active on social media. I follow him on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. When he's going to Taraba, I'll see him come out of this thing. I say, okay, we are there. Because the young generation needs something to follow. Everybody needs someone to idolize. And whether you like it or not, they will look for an idol. So if you don't give another addition, somebody as a model, they will look for one. Wizkid, the badge, they will be their model. One time my people say, Apostle, why are you dressing every time? Suit and this. Put some these joggers and all this. I say, hey. So where did you learn this from? They say, we saw this person. We saw. So they are looking at the way other people used to wear normal jeans and normal this. And they feel, what if our man of God dressed like that too? You'll be shocked your church members, workers are following Wizkid and the band on Instagram and TikTok. They are the ones that are increasing the followership. Football club has the highest number of people that gather. When you check Ronaldo on Instagram, he has about more than 200 million followers. So when you don't put a picture of him doing football like this, we are talking about maybe 30 million likes. And that's what the whole minister has done the whole of his life till he died. Only the likes on one post. When Kim Kardashian just do that bomb like this, my brother, we are talking about 100 million likes. So you can never conquer them in their space, but we still need to enter there and infiltrate it. The goal is not who is having the highest like, because your highest like is a waste of time. One guy came and said, Apostle, I have 10,000 followers on Facebook. I said, go and check the followers of Kim Kardashian. You will just faint, because our own is getting to, I think, 400 million or something like that. So if you look at her, you will now discover you are a failure. But you are not a failure. At least you are trying your best. But there's someone that doesn't have one. And there's someone that is not even there at all. He doesn't believe his gospel is enough for people in... where is this place? In NAIRA, talk more of somebody in US. Another came to his Apostle. I have 5,000 views. Is it views on YouTube? I said, hey! Go and check baby Shantudun. It has more than 10 billion views. One video has more than 10 billion views. Only one. And it's rubbish. They have already saturated the space. So anything they will suggest will probably be what has already been made available. So, but you must need to be able to infiltrate it, because if there are people that watch those things, there may still be some that are interested, at least in God. Because if we are there enough, one day they will suggest either FR or suggest Dan or suggest you or suggest something. And we say we will leave it for them. Our children will use your own phone and click there. And they will use your phone and watch those Big Brother Nigeria inside there. I don't see any ministry that is not on social media as a serious ministry. You can quote me anywhere. It doesn't matter what concentration Jesus gives to you. Many years ago, Joshua Solomon told us, don't go on social media. I believed him for a while. Later on, when I sat and we asked Christmas, he said, be represented there, but don't spend time there. Somebody say something, go and hear what he did not say. Among the ministers that have mentored me to ensure that I be there, someone was first. Then I think me and my friend Mike begin to talk about the need for the social media, and the rest will begin to infiltrate it. That's when we establish Spirit Now, the Ecclesia Global, all those guys. See, let me tell you the truth. You may not be there, but be represented there. What do you mean by don't be on social media? Why? How can you be in US, be in UK, be in Dubai at the same time? Which miracle do you want to do? The only way is by a click of a button. And all the whole world, they will be forced to watch you live. If they refuse to like, we have a lot of, we call them media cultists. They will share it everywhere. Even I say, let the We used to use the mantra, let your friends, let the enemy know you are alive. Because sometimes they suggest to me, even when the branch is doing something, Facebook force it, they suggest that, do you know the branch is live in Lekki? And I didn't follow the branch. That's what they call sponsor post. Sponsor. So whether you want to see it or you don't want to see it, you must see it. If they are bringing to me, can't I take it to them? If you believe your gospel is good enough, take it to the ends of the earth. And you don't need to wait until you enter into UK. No, from here. From Narai to the whole world. From Gonigoda to the whole world. From television to the whole world. You need to pray for God to give you the money to buy the gadget. This thing you are seeing that looks very mumu like this is about 100,000. This stand, only the stand. The good one, right? Only the camera stand. So it's not joke. So if you are using 10 megabytes to stream a full meeting, you need our 50 gig. Then the camera to be streaming is another wahala. So you need the resources. But let me tell you, when you have the resources, go to the ends. Even if there is network in hell, we will stream to hell. Let them see what they are missing. If a minister wants to maximize impact, he must learn to document what he has and take it to the whole world. Say, write the vision, make it plain, so that they that read can wrong. Say, the former treatise have I written unto you, Theophilus, about what Jesus began both to do and to teach. If Jesus is in this age, he will be in all the social media handle. All. Because how did the Bible get to you? People follow and documented it. That time they don't have video and the rest, but they write them, they document them. My brothers, let them write them, let them document them. How you wish to see the picture of Paul missionary journey to the Romans? Wouldn't you like to see it? Paul missionary journey to the Corinth. Paul missionary. But that time there was not. In this our day and time, we must document everything. I mean everything. Document everything. And take it to the whole world. I discover that every successful, serious ministry take advantage of the social media seriously. I follow Paul Nature on Instagram everywhere. He does this thing by himself. I was shocked. Me, I have to even learn it. He know how to post on Instagram. He's represented there and he's also there. You must watch what they say. Don't just allow them. Sometimes they post and say, go and remove that thing. Because even if I'm tired, if I go and check what you put and it's rubbish, go and take it down. Don't say people see it. No. Put the right thing that's supposed to be there. And let me tell you, whether you like it or not, when you have the right gospel, and you put it on social media, God will help give it wings to fly. Everybody may tell you it's a lie, but I tell you the truth. Every minister that maximizes impact is a minister that learns how to document whatever God has given to him, and he put it in the metaverse. It's a world of fiction, but it has helped save more souls than we can do with our feet on the ground. If you know the kind of correspondence that come from diverse stations, just because of social media, you'll be shocked. We have had Yahoo boys just listening to a message online. As they are listening, their hand paused and they gave their life to Christ and they called. We have had carnal people today, just by following a message online or something, they got delivered, they got healed. Imagine if you are not online. Do you know how many people call from different countries? They send a chat, please, how can we be a blessing to the ministry? I was shocked. Because then when my friends say, go online, I say, online for what? He said, try this thing for 2 months, you'll be shocked. Apostle said, try it for 2 months and see. You may not be there personally, but be represented there as a ministry, as an organization. And let there be people that are well trained to be ensure that they are there. You may not have straight the same views as those other people have. You may not have the same reach as those people have. You grow gradually. Because they have been there for the past 30 years, some of them. Some of them, since when the thing started, they have been there. You are just coming tomorrow and you want to overtake them. No, it's a lie. It will take the grace of God for that kind of speed to be given. But let me tell you, if you are not there, how can God even help you beyond there? Like I told you, see, I don't know which miracle you want to use to ensure that people leave UK and leave US to come and meet you in Narai. But I'm telling you the truth. International ministry doesn't start when you travel abroad. No, it starts when your influence reaches the shores. When somebody from US see that your message is enough for him to hear, and there are thousands of churches there, and you say, no, this person speak my language. Imagine if you are not there. Does that make you holy? No, it makes you a fool. Because you are limiting what God can do. How can the gospel cover the wholes of the earth, and you are in Narai here? Which miracle do you want to do? How a miracle worker are you? Jesus Christ himself, everything about him were documented, and that is how the scripture, everything was passed to us. We will not live forever, but in many years to come, we can be able to have clips that a generation will read and say, Kai, this man lived. One of my pain for Babalola is simple. I always tell them, I will still say it to today. Babalola was one of the greatest men that lived in history. A patriarch of prayer, but we don't have any documentation about him. That's bad. That's not wisdom, is foolishness. I told them again and again in most of the CSC church I went to, I said, give me his document, I want to read them. You don't value them, I value it. The ancient landmarks of the fathers have to be preserved. Men that were wise document what God speaks to their patriarch, and they keep them and they store them. They have to go and look for a way to dig and find out the scrolls to compare together to give you a scripture. What if we had videos, not just this Bible? Let's have video when Jesus Christ was preaching. Wouldn't Jesus have done us better? So you think it's spirituality not to have them? No, it's not spirituality. When John the beloved was in the book of Revelation having an encounter, before God begin to speak, he said, calm down, write it down. Everything I'm about to tell you, write it down, because a generation need to read what I'm about to say. I realize that anytime you begin to document, anytime you are faithful in that, God gives you more, because God knows a generation is in view. Because you won't live forever, you will live and die. And one of the only way that people can have access to these dimensions is when they are captured. It doesn't care whether it's just in a metaverse. The reality of it is still potent even there. I've listened to messages. I will be online and I'm crying and I'm weeping and I'm having an encounter. It has nothing to do with Facebook. Other people go there to watch pornography, not me. The same vein, the same place. Do you know sometimes the same tap that brings dirty water can bring good water later on? See, let me tell you. If God has called you and you believe in what God has called you to do, and you believe in what you are saying, please be represented on social media. It doesn't matter what's the name. TikTok, what? Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Just be represented there. You may wonder nobody is viewing it now. This thing happened like a charm. It happened like a charm. One day you will just wake up, and the whole nation is seeking for it. And when they seek for it and they can't find anything, where will? It's just rubbish. Do you know there are times I will have an encounter and I will say, go and search for this person's name. And the first thing I go to the metaverse. I will try to search. If I can't see anything there, I will say, God, this person doesn't exist. Say, he exists. I know how many ministers I've met just through online. I submit to you humbly. As of last year till now, I have been booked even till the next year. But let me tell you the truth, most of those people, do you know where they get to hear about me? It's not from Lafia. In fact, people in Lafia are surprised I'm in Lafia. People in my own region, they are surprised that I'm from Lafia. And when I tell them I'm a gun, they say it's a lie. Nasarawa they say it's a lie. It's a problem because they don't have that global mentality. They are thinking Lafia, Tudamba, thinking Lafia, Jos Road, Narai. You are going to have serious problem. You must be able to think beyond where you are. The whole nation can only come when you take it to them. In fact, one of the man that brought REMIT and Simon to UK, he said he watched their clip on YouTube once. That's all. He said, these people, they speak what we want. Let them come. Don't say because other people are there. I told you the metaverse is too big. The place is too big. It's too big. It's too big. Anybody can be represented there. Go and start today. What's the name of your ministry? I don't care. Go and open official channels. But even if you refuse to open it, when you rise, people will open it and they will be scammers. I never really wanted to open some of them until somebody come and say they donated some money for me in one social media. I say, me? It's a lie. I say, I don't know that. See that they say one account number one, this one account. When he has my picture, I say, yeah. Somebody come from US. Somebody chat him that is Philip Cephas, that he sent him social amount. I say, oh, and I realize it's really metaverse, because if you are not there, people will use you and sabotage. Till today, Joshua Salman can't have an official Facebook account because somebody has already opened it and it's a scammer. And you can't tell Facebook delete it because they don't even know whether it's true or it's a lie. When you refuse to open it, somebody will go open apostlemanuel.com and you cannot open it again because they say that one is original. When you believe in where God is taking you, please create a foundation well, because you will need it to fall back later. And be very deliberate about it. Other people will tell you, forget about them. Maximize impact using the social media. There has never been a greater congregation like social media. Oyedepo is there, Kumu is there, Iyadebo is there. All of them are there. If God bless you, be there. And many of you don't just be on Facebook and all what you are doing is sending friend requests and sending chat every day. Go and learn. I follow different ministries and learn. I follow their live service. If I'm inside, that's what I'm doing. I'm following live service. I'm following live service. The one on live service, they want some are updating it. That's what I do. I follow people that will post good things that will be blessed. Not the ones that are posting rubbish. If I see you post rubbish, I'll remove you or I unfollow you. That's all. Lastly, as ministry, I know you cannot be there. What do? You don't need to click any button. You have workers in your department, right? You must have department. When you don't have structure and order, you can't grow as a ministry. Organizational structure is what have impact on physical growth. You can limit the physical growth of a ministry by lack of organization. It's true. When there is no order and structure organizationally put in place, people will just be moving anyhow. They will not know where to fit in, because people need to know where to fit in. So the vision has to be in such a way that everybody can be fitted. So if anybody come today, it doesn't matter his capacity, there is a place for him. And you can only do that by an organization. Then for the media, this is what I'm speaking about. There are people that are passing for social media. I'm telling you, everybody is addicted, but they are more. The adrenaline for it is high. So the wisdom there is simple. Give them the job. You don't need to tell them, hey, they will do it. In fact, I have more than 20 people on social media. 20. More than 20. Maybe they're about 30 now. All of them on diverse social media. I'm sleeping. They are active there. Doing all, reaching millions of people. It's their passion. I say, when you mentor people, ask them, what are they really interested in? When the person tell me, okay. Do you have any name? You don't have? Okay, go and pray. Tomorrow tell me the name. Why? Open all this. Start like this. Go and learn this. These are the software I've heard about. Google this, follow this person. And we have already created, there are other people that are already successful. Where connect to this other person. Go and learn from Ecclesia Global. Go and learn from Spirit Now. Go and learn. Where I begin. Now we'll tell you at the tail end you'll be rewarded. TikTok pay, Instagram pay, Facebook pay, YouTube pay. They pay those guys so much amount of money. So as they are spending their time on it, advancing the cause of the gospel, their pocket is getting fat. And you don't care. You don't need to care. Because at least, number one, they will be part of the people that will help you advance the cause of the gospel. And at least, you are helping them fulfill their destiny. And number two, it will be able to ensure it grants you more visibility. As a ministry, as an individual, you'll be able to reach to more people. Don't say it doesn't matter. It matters. Some people pay the media guys because my people call me that. Some people ask the apostle who call me that they should pay. They want to pay them to pass it. If you want to do, but ensure the content is okay. By the time you build the credibility online, I'm telling you the truth, you'll be shocked what it will do. The impact it will do on your ministry, on yourself as a person, it will do so much. And there's no limit to it. And like I told you, it's not a comparison thing. You may have 1 million followers. Another person may have 30 million. And all of you are relevant. Another person may have 1,000. All of you are relevant. Another person may have less than that. All of you are relevant. But be there. Be represented there. Just ensure you are there. You may have 10 views. And those 10 views will be strategically the destiny helper that needed to see it. Another person may have 10,000 views. And all of them are agboros and drunkards that don't even care. Say this man is disturbing us. And it was agboros that view it. But that 10 may be the strategic destiny helper that's supposed to view it. Because when you go to the metaverse, it's a strange world. God will begin to find a way to look for how He will connect you to the helpers. Some of the things that have changed my life, I check them. They don't even have more views. And the ones that have more views are rubbish. Because the more views are lies. You know, I sat there one time and see how these my guys are doing this thing. They put lie captions. And those ones that have lie captions will never bless you. It's the one that doesn't look like the one that is serious, that is actually the real message. Be there in the metaverse. Don't be afraid of it. There are people that have that passion, put them there. There may be a lady in your ministry that loves to be on Instagram every day. All you need to do is tell her, young woman, you have been posting your bonbon. It doesn't help you. Come. Tang meeting every Sunday. This is the content. Be posting it. You open it and give it to her. She has a passion for it. She will do it without a beg. He knows some of these small children, the one that handle some of these small children. You give them TikTok in 1 week, 2 weeks, they take it to thousands. You give them YouTube, they take it to. I wonder how they do it. You can't do it. They will stay awake from morning till night, just editing one thing and that one thing and one thing. That's what they are doing. You don't have that. You don't even have that luxury of time. There is somebody that like to be on Telegram. Give him Telegram. Say, you Telegram, you are blessed with it. The Bible says, I have anointed Besali with this. You, there is an anointing here. The Lord bless you with it. You may just be able to supervise and manage it, but I'm telling you the truth. Look for people that have that passion, have that desire for the media. Give it to them. They will do it. But you ensure that your delivery is sound. Because if you take rubbish to the world there, they will insult you and they will curse you. Yes. Because the social media has no limit to. That it does not go viral today doesn't mean it cannot go viral tomorrow. Tomorrow you wake up and discover that what you said many years ago, somebody is interested in clicking it. And the thing just went there. And you now discover, I didn't mean to say this, so it's too late. Never put what you don't want to see on social media because you will see it. So please, like I said, as a ministry, as an individual, please, every serious ministry should have a website. Foreign people always have regards and respect for website because that's one of the only way to avoid scam. And that's why I told you, Apostle, what they call it, JesusSalmon.com, you can't, somebody else buy it. AdamOnside.com, somebody else buy it. If you want to pay, the person will say, bring 10 million. And the person will be renewing the site, something that is just about how many dollars. But scammers have bought it, and they may create a good website with their names and put a donation, and people are donating, and it's not there. Any serious ministry that is thinking global, have a website, have an official handle that represents the ministry. Vision well defined, everything well defined. Then have people that can manage these things. Then content should be created effectively well. Some of these software are free. I wonder why I go to some ministry and I ask, I hope you are recording these things. I went and asked my audio, they say it's not available. I was shocked. And there are plenty people there. And I wonder how can a ministry be this and even the audio is not available. Because even me, I listen to my audio myself again. There are some of my message I've listened to it more than 50 times. Me, myself. If it doesn't bless me, it can't bless others. If what you preach, you can't hear it, I will not hear it. I know I listen to everybody, but I listen to people to learn how to never preach like them. I've listened to some people and I wish they drop the microphone and seek for mentorship. Sit down under a church or a serious ministry and get serious. But there are some people are listening to them, wow! Look, where can I get this message again? Where? And do you know, even the message, I can't see the name of the person that preached it. There are so many more apostles than the one you know, just that they are not serious, so you don't know them. I have met many men that God has put an oil upon their tongue and their horn has been elongated, but yet again they do not know how to maximize the social media. I don't know where they are. Every day I have to beg them and say, can you send me another of your message? Just send me, let me hear again. Because I look for where to get it, I cannot get it. Let's be sincere. If you truly believe in the call of God upon your life and you know that you are designed for global relevance, please take advantage of the metaverse. The football, the reason why they are more popular is because they are more serious in the metaverse. Soccer, leagues, all kinds of leagues again and again. Musicians, there is no one that is as serious as musicians online. All these them whiskey, the band, all these people. Comedians, hey, all these comedians. How many of you don't have comedy on your phone? Are they preaching Jesus? No, but they have taken advantage of the metaverse. And when can we be able to put things there that can bring body in the heart of man? Don't worry, who will share it? Forget it. Put it. If it has texture, people will carry it and take it to the nations. I'm telling you the truth. You believe what I'm saying? You just have your standard media that put it there. There are people that their job is to make money out of the media. Some are to criticize it. Don't worry about them. They will take it and put it there and take it to the nations. Sometimes when I step into some nation, they say, how about your friends this? How about your friend that? I say, how did they know about my friend this and my friend that? They have been hearing from that place. You see what I'm saying? When you go to some nation, they will cause any name of. Do you know in some nation? I went to one nation. They said they called the name of we young ministers more than even the fathers. And I have to sit down and begin to give them orientation. I say, I beg go. These ones are our fathers. Let me tell you the hierarchy. There is this, after this, there is this. Because this is in generation. But you see, the simple reason is because youth follow youth oftentimes. So most of these youth that do these things is within a cycle. So it's possible for the younger generation to have more influence than we. It doesn't really matter. But so long as we are able to be the ones that are able to ensure that we guide them aright to come into the operation. If not, the devil will even truncate them before they even rise. The goal is not to go there and start competing. No, like I told you. Just be represented there. And ensure that you do your due diligence with God at all times. And get the real substance. When you get the real substance, when you stand and speak, people will want to look for where it is again. Have you ever read a book and you wish the person has written another book? Have you listened to a message and you wish the person should have written another message? Have you preached another message? Have you listened to a song and you wish the person should have sing more songs? Many people sing many songs, but if I call their name, it's only one song you may remember. When our guys, them Lawrence and them two begin to sing from the shores of Ayimba and Ibadan, they just see 5-4 of them and they just sing a song and they put online. Sing and put online. And you take it and you begin to sing. It was just few people that sit together and just sing a song and put. We were with Lawrence one time. He started singing. We were in the meeting. He started, he carried his tap, he began to sing something into the tap. I said, what is this? What is it? He said, you need to record this. If not, if you go, you forget it. You need to go and sing it. In the evening, I saw it on Telegram. And the whole world began to sing it. What I'm trying to let you understand, we may be just small and God give you something now. It's for the nations. But because you keep it to yourself, it will remain with you and die with you. But if you take it to the nation will fly with it. But that it die with you doesn't mean it will remain with you. God will awake someone again. How many people have God called to Kaduna and they failed? Until somebody come and pick it up. See, the calling upon your life is not you started with. God has beckoned upon so many people. They fail with it. And some remain myopic. And others come with a global sphere. And they begin to move. And there is no limit to its movement. I'm telling you the truth. I started by telling you can be addicted to it. But like I said, you can use them. And this is the only way to use it. When you take the gospel to the media, you are using the media. the media is not using you, because the goal of it is to ensure that Jesus Christ is reached to the. I hope Mark Zuckerberg one day will sit down to watch your live service. If they watch it, a spirit will enter them. It's a warfare of spirit. This is the word of men, but it's ruled by spirit. So no matter how it is, the spirit will bow allegiance to is stronger than theirs. If they dare to try, that is why they put restriction on some of the clips. I'm telling you the truth, they reduce it. I study some algorithm. I know YouTube algorithm. I know Google. They can bury you. They know how to do it. That is why when you put something naked, they know the things they want to go. So they bury certain men. They bury you for a while. Intentionally they are doing it. They have people that they have employed to do that. God, no, take all these people that Jesus sanctioned. Question. So there are things you have to do, and we sit down and teach our people what they ought to do. You can study all of these things. Search engine optimization. How you can create a website today and you search it on Google to appear tomorrow. It's optimization. All of these things, these men, metaverse is a strange word. It's created in such a way that they can rule and control people. They know what you want to see and they will vote. If you have money, pay for advert. Pay for sponsor posts. I'm still being calm. I know the reason why I am. I have seen a lot of sponsor posts that get me so angry, that come from stupid men. I'm telling you the truth. I bless God the day God will help we believers to be serious about taking this gospel to the ends of the earth. Can we have a free-to-air television in Kaduna, in Narai, where everybody in Narai can be watching live service going on? Is it possible? Won't we win Jesus more? Because there are people that will never take their leg and come here, but they can watch from their home. And it's the same presence that can go there. People talk about TB Joshua talk. I may not like him, but those men pay their due price in the metaverse, and the reward that come from just their price they pay in the metaverse. It doesn't matter whether somebody is fake. If he remains so strong in the metaverse, he will look so real. Even you will learn from him. You will carry your feet and go there, or you must click it one day and watch. Someone say, hey, Jeremiah is doing that. He was actually in the movie industry before. I say, you that know, have you been there? That is why he brings the whole people from the whole nations and they gather. Why? How can white people gather and come to a place? It's because a man has been in the metaverse for more than 50 years. It was only Pastor Chris and TB Joshua that compete for the social media. Only the two of them. Only these two people that understand this metaverse, and they took advantage of his sins. How many of you remember when Pastor Chris would be NTA everywhere? You can't deny it. And if I say TB Joshua, whether you like it or not, you must know him because he has been in the metaverse. If I say Jeremiah, he's everywhere. Some of you have his stickers in your house. It's the metaverse. If you have not learned how to take advantage of it, you are doomed. I know a fake prophet. He's so fake. But that guy is in the metaverse. He swing my card 100,000, and I was there. And everything they presented to you is well scripted. But it doesn't matter because the metaverse is a strange world. But you that have the reality, you are not even there. We will not be that irresponsible. Because I told the younger generation I'm looking for something. We are done. Just bow your head and say, Jesus, help us as ministers. The apostles have told you the other aspect. They need to pray, they need to do this, they need to do that. But when God has already given you a voice, you must learn how to maximize it. You must learn how to maximize it. Kumi is on the media, Iyadebo is on the media, Salma is on the media, Alama is on the media, I am on the media, Apostle is on the media, everybody is on the media. If your ministry has to be global, you must add those touch on the media and certain level of excellence to it. And it applies to your businesses, it applies to your corporation, it applies to everything. Everything. Why do you do Louis Vuitton? You know Gucci, you know all of them have taken advantage of the media also. We will not be used by it, we will use them. And through it, nations will come, nations will bow. We will take the gospel to the ends of the earth. We will not live long, but our content, what God has given unto us, what God has committed unto us, it will last.
Help us, Jesus. And give us willing hands, willing men. Give us the best at this. Give us the Aholiab. Men that you have anointed strategically to carry out this mission. You don't need to be too many. One of my friends, they are just few in their ministry in the East, but they are strong in India. And there is nowhere that you don't hear of them. You can have a shop that people may not be willing to come, but they can gather in their numbers anywhere to hear you. Pray. Let God give us the resources. Men will give us the gadget. Alienware laptop is about 1 million. Predator, we are talking about 2 point something. Google cameras, these are expensive, my friends. But we need to take the gospel to the world. We need to establish a TV station, only common strong. You know what is it? It must carry about more than 50 million. When we talk about DSTV and all this GoTV, nobody will even give you access. They will know it, they will refuse. They don't want church inside. Come on, we need God to help us. So that any price they put, we can pay. So we bring 200 million. Take. Let Jesus be in this space. It cannot only be spoken. No. And there will be some people that are willing to also watch this one. Give them a choice at least. The metaverse does not want to give you a choice. It's a word of death. They want you to feed on this and die. No, we will rebel against it. God has not called you only for Narayi people. It's a lie. God has not called you only for Gonigola or television people. It's a lie. God has called you to the whole world. Emmanuel, whole the world is calling your name. How can you be global in Narayi? It's not by traveling to all the nations. No, you can be where you are, and the whole nation will bow. Emmanuel, thy word is calling your name. Emmanuel, when you come again, Emmanuel, and the church will see your holy face. Emmanuel, Daniel, when you come to me.